Hey everyone, it's Matt, and finally it is 11:14 p.m. Eastern Time. My baby is asleep. I'm home from work. The dog's food is cooling before I put it in the fridge because I cook the dog's food in mass every week, and it is time to finally react to the music video for Ego. Um, Guys, this has been tough. This has been really tough. I've been like watching reactions go up all day. This kind of sucks. I don't know how long I could keep up this reacting thing. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's start. And yeah, I've listened to this quite a few times, obviously, since I reacted to it Tuesday. I come out Tuesday, Monday. I don't even remember. My days are all mixed up now. It's been a long week. All right, let's let's go. Do I have my volume up? Yes, I do. All right, and I don't think I've seen anything. I've like even like when I'm like scrolling through social media or Discord or whatever I'm scrolling through, I'm seeing screenshots and pictures and clips, and I'm like trying to like go as fast as I can. I'm trying like to not know as little as possible about this because I don't even know I'm gonna be able to react to. I haven't really reacted to like the music video part of music. I'm usually listening. So let's see. Let's go. Ego, the warning. Let's go. Did I even say that? I think I did. Let's go. A katana.
Mi intención jamás será la de ofender. Es algo que nunca logras entender. No puedo cambiar lo que decides ver. Ya lo intenté, ya me cansé. Piensas que me importa, pero ni te oí. A mí no me sobra tiempo como a ti. Es que aquí seguimos, pero yo me fui. Ya te
Pretty
leí, te
badass.
dejo
Pretty
ahí.
badass.
Diles cómo, todo, todo. Mientras hablas, tú me pagas. No me digan que yo no puedo, siempre tomo lo que yo quiero. Yo no la beso, no muerdo un ataque directo. No me digan que el regalado no es mi culpa que siempre gano. Ya se nota que tiene miedo un ataque directo.
I dig this aesthetic they have. It's like pretty badass. Uh, yeah. I don't even like I said. I don't even know what I'm gonna say because this is just it's a badass song. We know it's a badass song. Uh, let's go. Here's one thing I could talk about. Was it yesterday or the day before? I tried to like learn the lyrics. Um, and you know I've learned literally every song of The Warning since last January, right? Um, and it's hard to. Most of my listening to music is like listening while driving in my car. I have like an hour plus commute to and from work every day. Um, that's where I'm listening to most of my music, right? So it's not like I could read lyrics at the same time. And when you have 60 plus songs to like learn lyrics for, it can be tough sometimes. It can be tough. So I know a good amount of them, but the hardest ones to do are the Spanish ones, right? Because it doesn't always trigger my brain what word they're actually saying. Um, and I at least have like the chorus for like Martirio and Narcisista, and Que Mas Quieres is good. But I was trying to sing the lyrics of this one, and first of all, following along. Um, I learned Spanish in high school. I'm not fluent at all, like not even close to fluent. Um, but you know, seeing that there should be three syllables here, and then as I'm singing along, they're like four syllables ahead because they squished some syllables together, and it threw me off. Um, and then there was one line in the middle of the chorus, um, that where like my tongue just couldn't move that fast. It just like the L's and the yos and the L's and the trying to roll my R's while doing the pace that they were doing, and I was like listening to it at point 0.5 speed. It was a mess. All right, let's get back to the video. Let's talk. Let's see more of them being badasses, and rather than me trying to learn lyrics to a Spanish song. Let's go.
Se nota que tiene miedo, hasta que diré todo. Si me odias a mí, yo no quiero vivir así. Yo ya te advertí. Yo no
The
quiero
dogs.
vivir así. Si te digo y no me escuchas, mi voz se pierde en la lucha. Al final de cuentas que la culpa sobre ti. Yo te advertí, yo te advertí. Abro puertas que no cierres. Lloro solo.
And now I'm remembering this because one of the translated lyrics is "I don't bark, I bite," right? Something like that. I love the song. Have not like deep dive in the lyrics. I'm just trying to learn them in Spanish right now. I'm not even looking into the translation. I know the vibe is like the same as like Narcisista. Um, but it's badass dog, badass outfits, badass dog, badass song. Let's go.
Me digo que yo no puedo, siempre tomo lo que yo quiero. Yo no la pienso, no muerdo un ataque directo. No me digan que el regalado no es mi culpa que siempre gano. Ya se nota que tiene miedo, un ataque directo.
Before we go into that really, really awesome bridge. Did I go too far back?
Puertas que no cierres. Lloro solo. No me digan que yo no puedo, siempre.
January 1st, 21st, 1993, 9:20 a.m. They're good with Easter eggy type stuff. What does this mean? September 20th? Weird that they have the date though. Like I'm thinking 9/20, September 20th. Anybody have any ideas? Let me know. I was gonna fast forward it, but let's just hear this again.
Tomo lo que yo quiero, yo no la pienso, no muerdo un ataque directo. No me digan que el regalado no es mi culpa que siempre gano. Ya se nota que tiene miedo, un ataque directo.
That scream. That scream. I remember in the interview I watched the other day, they asked what's new, what's like something new from the album, and they said we scream a lot more. And Pau said, "I learned how to scream." She screamed she did the scream on Evolve. She screamed for Apologize, but now she learned how to scream. So like, are those screams gonna sound better now? Because they sounded great already. Or maybe like she meant like she learned how to scream so it doesn't like hurt her throat. Curious. All right.
Piensen lo que ustedes quieran, espero que les pueda. No me digan que yo no puedo, siempre tomo lo que yo quiero. Yo no la pienso, no muerdo un ataque directo. No me digan que el regalado no es mi culpa que siempre gano. Ya se nota que tiene miedo, un ataque directo.
Um, what a what a great song. First, that was purposeful, right? I wasn't just seeing that. Like when they took the sunglasses on off, there are some shots that their eyes are like black, but they look scary, right there. This is jumping faster than I wanted to jump. Help me out, new friends. Is there a quick way to jump slower than doing left to right? Right, because that's 5 seconds. I know you could change. I know I've seen people say they could change the settings so that left to right does less, but I kind of like it doing five at a time. But there are buttons that I could press to just go back a little bit. Let's see. Damn, it's a quick shot. I'm gonna try one more time. And then, yeah, I guess I was on this shot before, but yeah. Like I see, it looks like her eyes are like black. I know it's just the way the camera is reflecting, but it's kind of scary, right? Also, oh, this video actually has. Is it credits? Yeah, credits. Oh, let me see. I didn't see anything about this. I wanted to see if, no, okay. None of the, like, Paladin Direct or anything. Ivan Chavez. I don't know most of these names, but. Just want to make sure I don't miss something important. Yeah, this is fantastic. Um, Obviously, looking badass. Again, badass song. This is what else can you say, really? Sorry if I'm being like, repetitive for this, but like, at this point, I've heard the song a bunch of times. Um, it's so good. Um, and they look badass. It's a cool shot. Is there a shot where I like how they have some of the lyrics across here too. um, oh, what I was gonna say, it's been a while since I've seen, besides like some concert footage, like Danny using the Explorer. Is that the same Explorer or is it a new one? Looks the same. Sometimes if it looks a little different because maybe it's just because it's black and white, it looks a little different. All right. Um. Anyway, that was my reaction to Ego. I should stop calling it Ego, right? Because it's Spanish and they pronounce it Ego, right? So I should start calling it Ego. I gotta get that in my head. Thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this, leave a like. Um, Answer any of the many questions that I asked in this video. Subscribe if you wanna continue this journey with me. Um, like I said, I'll watch everything new from the morning from here on out. I've watched many, many, many things, and this part this I watch enough things that I watch enough content where I'm not gonna try to stop myself from watching older content. Um, if something's requested and I haven't watched it, I'll watch it, but I'm not gonna if there's something like uh, an after movie that came out like 5 years ago that I haven't seen, uh, that somebody else reacts to, I'm just gonna watch it. I'm not gonna wait. Sorry. But anything new and anything, hey, have you seen this? And I haven't seen it. Somebody recommended an interview that I don't think I've seen. I didn't start the interview, but it didn't look familiar. But I watch a lot of reactors, right? So um, if Ashleyna's reacted to it, I've seen it. I've seen all of her reactions to the warning. Um, so yeah, thanks for joining me. Uh, Hope you had fun. Hope I didn't bore you too much. Um, when's the next song coming out? You know? I I'm in the process of editing. Like I said, I don't know if anyone's interested in watching this. Maybe I'll drop tomorrow, but more likely Monday because I'm gonna have more time to edit on Sunday night. Um, People who are going to New York City. I went to Pier 17 last week for a concert. And I'm putting together a little vlog. There'll be some info. If you're new to the city, I know a lot of people are traveling. Um, and if you haven't been to New York City before, there'll be some info in there um, that might help you. And I'll have timestamps so you don't have to stay and watch my concert reaction or concert review, if you call it that. Um, but yeah, hopefully I'll have that coming out by Monday. So thank you if you made it this far. And take care and see you next time.